Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect.
Now into a sea of defenders had intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal from the 3. To throw is Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Keeft from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action now. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick, and he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are back within a score. Succop for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Play action. Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Brady.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott off play action.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about a bull?
And that's caught inside the 35. Julio Jones all alone. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They keep on the ground with Elliott. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, and he loses the football a second time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Carlton Davis picks it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm, and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans. He's got room at the 30. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 61 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On first down, Brady.
He'll find Fournette again here.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Brady now on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Prescott here to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee, so late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.